Allman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
What we could do, love is the drug. Or we could do the, let's see, the Mambo Craze. Do that one.
I like that one.
I thought maybe like doing more of the yoga music. I was thinking of that too. But I'm more thinking of how like I felt when I left Palm Health. Like you could talk about how it is to be at Palm Health and how zen it is and how calming it is. But you also have to know how you feel when you walk out of the place. After you've been rejuvenated, after you've been soaked and cleansed, after you've had some gluten-free muffins.
So good.
After you've hung out with Annie Perrine and her great staff over there at Palm Health.
Thank you, Jamie.
So that's how I felt. So I figured last time you were on with us, I brought us in through the nice calming waters of Palm Health. But when you walk out after you've been there, you're walking out like you've got the Mambo Craze going on. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Jamie.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see you, too. Thanks for having me back.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you. The other day, so I popped in there, and after we had talked, after you'd been on the air, and I said, I'm just going to go in there, and I'm going to try that infrared sauna and the steam. And then, but you go in, and everybody is, first of all, the staff is so welcoming, and everybody's great. And Erin, have you shaken her hand before?
I don't know.
Erin, the desk person, she's got one of the firmest handshakes I've ever seen. I was like, damn, girl, what are you, in the military? But they're all so on top of everything and attentive. And so I went in, and it was the same vibe you told us about, where you go in, you can make it anything you want. I saw people wandering around there. Some people were going into a massage area. Some people were going into the salt room. Other people were going into the gym area part. Some people were going to see the doctors on staff there. So and plus it was all wide open and airy and everything else. And I tell you, I need to go back and look at my recording of the TV show that day, because I think I was better than I had been before after going through all that. It was great.
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, we really designed Palm. It is in the Bushes Grove, that historic building, and we built it out and really designed it to be a place that you walk in the door and you can kind of, I know it's a cliche, but you can kind of leave it all behind.
Yeah.
We really want you to have your thoughts, relaxed, and your body relax, and throughout your visit, kind of, feel calmer and calmer. And then by the time you leave, you're kind of ready to face whatever it is anew. So I'm glad that you had that experience.
Yeah.
The thoughts, a lot of times we think about taking care of ourselves and we're very focused on our body, but the thoughts are an extremely powerful tool for helping calm down the body itself, in addition to, the benefit of having more emotional control and calm, or rational thinking.
Yeah.
But we kind of forget about this quote unquote placebo effect, where if we start thinking calmer or start thinking positive things, we actually see better health outcomes. So that's something that we really want you to experience at Palm.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I felt like I was kind of betraying the whole vibe, because I knew I had to get out. I got to get out of here by 11, but so I was. I didn't feel like I was really cramming in, because I felt like I was very comfortable and just kind of, and I could have stayed there all day.
Yeah.
As we talked about when you were in last, the health clubs, as they are, sometimes are places where people, they're dreading going there. I don't know how many times I've talked to people who sit in a parking lot right before they pop into the thing going, should I go home or am I going to go do the elliptical? What am I, and then you go in and there's all these TVs on where you're just kind of like bombarded with all kinds of things and your phone's with you. And this is a great place to be able to go and just kind of leave it all behind. And so I had a great experience there. And you all are going to pop by, Katie, Denise, and Pippi.
Yes. It sounds like my kind of place, for sure.
Yeah, palmhealth.com. And then, of course, they have a little restaurant there as well. And the memberships are really great. They're so reasonable. And you can do whatever level you want to do, correct?
Exactly. So we have 4 membership levels that really are designed to allow you to have the access and support that you need. If you are looking for integrative health, functional medicine, someone who's going to get to the root cause of disease, and a team of specialists, we have a medical program. If you're really looking more just for kind of a health and well-being club experience where you want to come in and be able to do our steam and sauna and salt and classes in the fitness center, we have what we call our lifestyle membership. You can take both pieces, which is a total membership. And then we do have a membership that's designed for people who, let's say we offer a specific kind of massage or personal training that you want to do to supplement what you're doing somewhere else. That membership is available as well, just to make it so that you can kind of pop in and take things a la carte as you go. We have a lot of people who join just to come to the cafe.
Yeah,
it
is pretty
incredible.
Cool. I mean, it really is nice, and I can't wait to go there when it's like the dead of winter, because it feels like. It feels like it would be. It's so warm in there, and it's like, and the windows are wide open, so you can see all when it's snowing. I can just imagine what it's like when it's like 20 degrees, snow's outside, and you're inside having some warm gluten-free soup or whatever it is you want to have. All right, so but the big thing that's coming up though, and one of the great things that you guys do is you are part of the Anthropedia Foundation. In fact, that is your foundation. Correct. And Anthropedia, explain again what the Anthropedia Foundation does.
Yeah, so the Anthropedia Foundation was founded in 2004 by our CEO, our Chief Medical Officer, and our Director of Coaching at Palm, who all had gone to school together, and 2 of them are doctors, 1 has a PhD in education, and they were really alarmed when they were at school by the rising rates of depression and mental health disorders in children and in teens, and decided to form a nonprofit to really see what they could do. So this nonprofit grew into Anthropedia, which Anthropos stands for the human and Pedia is education. So it's really about what is it to live, what is it to be a human being?
Yeah.
We're actually quite, at the same time that we have a very simple underlying structure, being a human being, we live very complex lives. And then, so what is it to live that life well, which is what well-being is, living well, especially in the face of all of the challenges and changes of the 21st century. So things are changing so rapidly. We're needing to deal with so many new forms of stress, so much information coming at us all of the time, so many expectations. Kevin Cloninger, the director of Anthropedia, likes to joke, would your great-grandmother even recognize your life?
Right.
From someone from 100 years ago, would they even recognize anything in your life? And it's really actually interesting to try and answer that question. So Anthropedia aims to help people develop tools for resilience, self-awareness, positive emotion, and bring that to the forefront for people, so that the lifestyle and stress related illness is on track to be the #1 cause of disease by 2020. So we really are in a crisis at this point. So we work with the Queen of Peace, for example. We work with the Northwest School District, and then we train private counselors, social workers, physicians, teachers, anybody who wants to bring this to their clients or to their own lives. And we do well-being coaching at Palm as well. So that's a service you can come in and get.
Well, that's really important too, because when we've talked about some of the just our society and some of the breakdowns in our society and some of the pathologies that surround that. We all try to look at physical reasons why, like, this or that law or this law. But the fact of the matter is, once you start to reach people, young ages, or you're training people to deal with people who are in the throes of problematic lives, that's how you really get at it when you talk about mental health improvements and in kind of just easing the angst and the tension that people have that is part of the contributor to the problems we have all around, if you really look at it.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a great endeavor. And if you guys want a nice little date night next Friday from 7 to 11, and it's going to be at Palm Health.
It is. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
We have a gala. Do you want to go on?
Yeah. Well,
are you coming?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I've got to figure a few things out.
Okay.
But,
well, we'd love to see you and your wife there, and any of your listeners, anyone listening.
Well, it's $150 a person, but here's what you do: it's open bar, it's food. There's a raffle there. There's live music, dancing, carolers, and also costumes aren't required, but it's a Roaring 20s thing. So if you really want to kind of get out and have some fun, this is a great way to do it. And you wouldn't imagine that a health, I hate calling it a health club. That's really not what it is. It is a health club, but it's so much more than that. But anyway, for my purposes of what I'm going to tell you right now, if a health club had a ballroom, this would be in their ballroom.
Yeah.
You guys kind of have a ballroom.
We do, yeah. We have a beautiful room called our Oak Room. We actually teach ballroom dancing classes in there on Wednesday evenings.
Okay, there you go.
So
Awesome.
if you want to pop in January, we'll be resuming those classes. So the party is going to be benefiting Anthropedia directly. We'll have someone there who has benefited from the organization speaking about his experience, and we have wonderful raffle and auction prizes as well. So it's going to be a blast, and I hope that we'll see you there.
Yeah, well, it's and by the way, $100 at $150 ticket is tax deductible. So it's going to be a great evening, and congratulations on the success, and I really appreciate your support of this show, and love our relationship, and can't wait to go back.
Yeah, thank you. Well, come in later today.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, now I want to go there today. So.
We'll be expecting to see you.
I know. You guys are going to get like a restraining order again. He's here like all the time. What's his deal?
All day long.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, it's interesting because, as you say, a lot of people come in and they're like, I could spend all day here. And some people do, and they feel guilty about it. And I think that's really interesting. It really says something to us.
Yeah.
That why would we feel guilty about trying to take care of ourselves? And when you build up, I think one of the things that we really hit on with Anthropedia is like, if you start, if you feel a part of a community, if you develop hope for yourself and for others, you relate with people differently. And I think that's one of the things that we're kind of finding with Palm as well, as people come in and they start to feel a part of a community. They get to know people they would otherwise never get to know, and they know that everyone's there working on their well-being. It's not just, what do I look like in a bikini? I'm trying to address something deeper.
Exactly.
So, I do hope you come in, and you come in for 15 minutes or come in for a few hours.
Yeah, see, this is how you start leaving it, go in with Zen, come out. Oh, you know what you'll be doing? You'll be letting people in. Traffic, you won't. You'll let people merge.
Smiling in the traffic.
All those things.
Exactly. Smiling in the line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You might roll through a stop sign or two, but hey, who cares? Anyway, Annie Perrine, great to see you. She's the director of membership. Check out at palmhealth.com. Check out Annie. Get a handshake from Aaron. Talk to the great staff there. It's going to be a ton of fun. And we got all the information about the gala coming up on the electric stove right there, benefiting the Anthropedia Foundation. Annie Perrine, great to see you again.
Thanks so much, Jamie.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
All right, you too.